Welcome, Aries. It is Sachi, and I am here to deliver your guided healing reading where we will take a look at what's going on in your healing journey, what is keeping you stuck, how to get you unstuck, and then some general advice on healing in this situation. Please do remember that the top 2 videos with the most likes get a bonus reading, as well as whoever comes in first gets the bonus extended for free and also the regular extended for free. I would like to mention that I am doing a 30-day free trial for Eagle members. So if you want to become a member and see what the extendeds hold, that would include this extended and all past extendeds and all future extendeds as well as have access to my musings page where I write about up-to-date astrological transits and some other esoteric themes. So yeah, if you want to check that out, please do enjoy a 30-day free trial that will be ending in a couple weeks. So just yeah, all right, let's get started, Aries. This is what came out in the cleansing ceremony. We have the 6 of Wands, the Knight of Swords, Ace of Cups in reverse, 4 of Wands in reverse, and Justice. So with the 6 of Wands here, there was some sort of yes man situation where it's like you really wanted a bunch of people to agree with you, or people were agreeing with you in some sort of way. But with the Knight of Swords, it led to some sort of confrontation, some sort of battle of wits, and it caused some love lost is what I heard with the Ace of Cups in reverse. And then we have the 4 of Wands in reverse, which is, you know, the card of union, of partnership, of twin flame union and stuff in reverse. So it really seems to have sort of caused a rift in some sort of relationship here. And with Justice, it's even more emphasizing, you know, that this was a personal relationship, since Justice represents one-on-one partnerships, you know, input, output, balance of masculine and feminine energy in a one-on-one situation, especially with Persephone there. So I feel like this, you're recognizing the input and the output of the energies here. We had Kyogre, which is a legendary, so that's a big deal, coming out using Surf, Pyro using Ripclaw, and Vigoroth using Shatter. So with Kyogre using Surf, Kyogre is known to like stay deep in the Mariana Trenches, and now it's like, this is something that's deep. There's a lot of deep-seated emotional things going on here that are causing, Surf is like a giant wave. So it feels like there are a lot of emotions that you have to ride through this time. With Pyro using Ripclaw, Pyro is like Leo energy, so I do feel like this has a lot to do with the ego or the identity of self, or even perhaps some family relationships. And with Ripclaw, it could really have like ripped your root chakra, so made you feel unsafe in some sort of way. And with Vigoroth using Shatter, again, it does feel like something has shattered here, and it might be your own vigor that has sort of shattered. But let's take a look at what's going on, Aries. I hope you are doing quite well. Sorry your reading's coming out a little bit later than usual, a couple weeks later than usual. But I let the divine flow tell me when they are meant to come. So let's just see here, Aries, what is going on with you currently in your healing journey. Let's see what's happening. Okay, yeah, again, it's that love lost energy that I was feeling with the Ace of Cups in reverse. So, you know, Ace of Cups could be, again, it's just this love lost feeling. Someone may have rejected an emotional offering or something like that. I just looked at the clock and it says 333. So, it does feel like, again, there could have been some sort of issue here. And as we see, there's 3 people here with the 3 of Pentacles. So this can be, again, maybe a parent-child relationship or some sort of mentorship. But in general, it points to seeds, like seeds that are planted. Here he is teaching them, if you plant a seed properly and nurture it, it will eventually be a self-sustaining orchard, right? So this is all about sort of the foundational work and how to lay healthy foundations so that things are consistently, you know, I don't want to say producing, because I don't mean it in that sort of Capricorn-y, you know, produce sense, but yeah, that it's constantly producing, that it's able to blossom and fruit and so on. So, let's see, what's the light energy here? Going right to that 3 of Pentacles, we have Young Goose using Carnivorous Chomp. So again, there is some aspect of, again, it's like he's teaching people who are younger, right? So again, I feel like there is this aspect of you know, being younger in some sort of way. It's known as the loitering Pokemon. So, you know, there is this aspect of sort of hanging around, kind of like that squirrel is doing. And with Carnivorous Chomp, I do feel like there could have been a conversation that sort of, you know, was a little bit bloodthirsty, metaphorically, of course, of like, you know, someone saying something that hurt, just even the foundation. And again, it feels like there's some love lost there. It says its stomach takes up most of its long torso. It's a big eater, so the amount trainers have to spend on its food is no laughing matter. So there can be something about, you know, what is being consumed. Again, like I was talking about producing, right? And now we have consumption. And it's talking about the amount of money that's spent is no laughing matter. So there can be some situation I'm feeling here that this is like deeply ingrained of sort of worthiness, the inner child worthiness or whatever, and maybe how your parents, you know, talked about how expensive food is or whatever. I mean, right now, right, food's the most expensive it ever has been. And so there can be some issues with that. And again, it does seem like there's something about, you know, it's like you could eat that apple, right, and throw away the seeds, or you could eat the apple, keep the seeds and grow them, right? You could buy apples forever and ever, but why wouldn't you just use one apple to plant seeds and have, you know, 10 to 20 trees? So I definitely feel like there is some, again, there's some naivete, I guess, of maybe not thinking about the future in that way. But let's see, what's the shadow here? Okay, the shadow is the heart chakra. Again, it's going right to the Ace of Cups in reverse. So in the shadow, again, it does just feel like there's love lost in the situation. I'm not sure exactly what has happened yet, but I guess maybe I'm not meant to. That's kind of not maybe the point here, but let's see. What's keeping you stuck? It's definitely heart chakra stuff. So what's keeping you stuck? 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe you don't have enough saved up for something. You don't, maybe you feel like you have a rainy day fund for yourself. But 8 of Pentacles in reverse usually talks about break in routine or not having a sustainable physical routine. And then we have the 7 of Cups and the 8 of Wands in reverse. So 7 of Cups can be that you are using astrology as a reason not to take action or to not change. You might be defining yourself astrologically in the wrong ways or in ways that are self-defeating or stopping you from being able to change. Or maybe, you know, you look at something in your chart and you're like, this is why I'm not good with money or something like that. Wrong-o. I'll just say it that way. Wrong-o. So you might, it like literally with 7 of Cups and this I always take as like your cups being filled by astrological information. So clearly the type of astrology or how you are using astrology or seeing astrology is part of what is blocking you. Let's see what's the light energy here. Like it might be like, oh, Mars is squaring my Saturn, so I can't do anything in work or something like that, you know. We have Mew using Psyshot and Trainer Judge. So we did see that Justice card, which can indicate sort of legal situations, but I feel like this isn't a legal judge. It could be, but I don't think so. But it seems like someone else's judgment of maybe something in your chart or a placement or transit or whatever is really, it's someone else's voice that is judging you through your own head is what I'm getting here, because it's going through Mew, which is the Psyshot. And again, like Mew in physics is the coefficient of friction. And so it feels like this is causing more friction in your mind to take the action that you need to have because you're just more feeling that judgy energy. It's like for whatever Aries placements you're reading for, it feels like you're more in your Libra energy of like letting someone else's opinion sort of stop you from taking action in a way that you want to actually take action. And it's because their voice is in your head. And again, I'm feeling like it could be a parent, honestly, or someone that you looked up to, some sort of mentor here. It says its DNA is said to contain, it's said to contain genetic code of all Pokemon. So it can use all kinds of techniques. So yeah, you know, again, there's this aspect of DNA. So I do feel like there is some, you know, familial matters or whatever, but it's talking about how the DNA is basically, limitless. Where it can use all kinds of techniques. And so that may also be part of what's keeping you stuck, is knowing that you can do this thing, this thing, this thing. It's like you can do anything, right? You know that. You know you can do anything, but what are you doing? It doesn't seem like you're doing what you want to do. It seems like you're getting too caught up in judgment. Let's see what's the shadow here. Going right to that 3 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, we have Meowth using tail whap. Yeah, Meowth is the money cat, and tail whap I always take as something from the past, the tail, coming and whapping you. So again, these are old money stories that are causing you to stay stuck where you are. And again, it feels like it's deeply rooted. This was taught to you at a very, very young age. It says, when visiting a junkyard, you may catch sight over it having an intense fight with Murkrow over shiny objects. So there can be this energy of, you know, it's visiting a junkyard. So there can be some conflict maybe with you or a sibling or something like that, where there is some, you know, arguments over shiny objects, right? Fighting over money, fighting over this, and even being in a junkyard, right? So it's like not even things of, you know, big value. It's someone else's junk, but there's still some sort of arguing over it. So it's like, it's kind of like, you know, if you don't have a lot of money and then you're arguing over it, it's like, what are you really arguing over? Like, what? $100 or something? Like, you know, if you had millions and you're arguing over, you know, how to invest or whatever, that would be a little bit more understandable. But it seems like the argument is really over not a lot. And I don't mean that in a mean way. That's just how it feels. All right. Oh, wow. We're already where we are. Let's see. All right, let's see what Mother Nature would like to say. As I said, in the extended, we are going to see how to get you unstuck and then some general advice on healing. We have tree, grounding, and forest breath. Both of them, obviously, you know, tree, forest, they kind of go hand in hand. And so I'm hearing that saying, what is it? Like, you can't see the trees from the forest, if that makes sense. So there's this aspect of the individuality and, you know, what they come together as. And again, it has to do with creating this sturdy orchard, right? This self-sustaining orchard. So I do feel like it is very important to ground yourself, right? When you know, a lot of monetary issues and things like that come from the inability to be grounded, to feel safe with money, to feel safe to rest, and all these sorts of things. And so it does seem like what would be a good idea is to be working on your root chakra, try to ground, do things that make you feel safe in your body and safe on this planet. And then also a great way to incorporate grounding practices is breath work, you know, slowing down, because again, a great way to make you feel safe in your body is breathing very slow. And that lets your body know that you are safe, right? You don't have to be panting or worrying. Your heart rate doesn't have to be up. All right, let's see what Archangel would like to bring us into the extended here. We have creative writing. Archangel Gabriel says, make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. I'm getting it's very, very important for you to be recording your dreams at this time especially, but you also may want to, you know, get some of these thoughts out, right? Do some writing. And then, yeah, we have outdoors in reverse. So I meant to also say that one of the best ways to ground is to literally go outside and go into the forest. So again, with outside coming out in reverse, it's saying you're not outside enough. You need to actually go do some grounding work. And as silly as it may sound, yes, touch grass. That's literally what they're doing here, is like touching the grass. So yeah, you want to go out and make sure that you are, you know, getting outdoors. Archangel Jophiel says, go outside, get some fresh air with that forest breath, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. Beautiful. So that is definitely a break in your physical routine, to go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature. So as I mentioned, we are going to head into the extended, and there is a 30-day free subscription. If you would like to become an Eagle member, go ahead and check that out. The link is in the description box below, and I will see you there.